Welcome, Gemini. Something is about to change for you faster than you expect. If you're here, it's because your timeline is preparing to jump, and this reading is part of that shift. This message reaches you at the exact moment your energy is opening. A timeline shift happens when the direction of your life aligns with a higher path. Often suddenly, often after a period of confusion or stagnation. This reading is here to help you understand what's shifting, why it's happening now, and what it means for the path ahead. I'm going to start off by looking at the current timeline, then the trigger of the shift, thirdly, the direction of the new timeline, what you must release to move fully into it, and finally, the outcome of the shift. Gemini, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here, and we're looking at the current timeline, what energy you've been sitting in, and why it could no longer support your growth. Gemini, what I'm seeing here is that the energy you could be working with right now is that you have a lot of ideas and plans and dreams and visions that you want to bring into life. And I think there is a lot going on within you, Gemini. It's as though there are so many goals and plans, but because you're so excited and enthusiastic about everything, I feel that there could be this energy of jumping in too quickly and committing to things without doing the research and doing your homework. And this could come through in any area, Gemini. I will give you a simple example. You could have an idea to start your own business, doing something on the side as a second revenue stream. And you love this idea, but you start too quickly. You don't do the research. You don't go deep. You don't analyze it. Is it viable? Are there competitors? You just dive in, and after a few weeks, it doesn't work out and it peters out. Another example could be, Gemini, that you want to move, say, to a certain neighborhood. You've been there once or twice. You feel it's got a wonderful energy. And before really researching the neighborhood, who lives there, what it's like, you go ahead and sign a lease. And what you discover is that it's a very young neighborhood, and there's a lot of young people in your building, and there is loud music playing, and there's always parties. So you find yourself in a really uncomfortable position just because you jumped too quickly. So this is the energy we are seeing in the current timeline, jumping in too quick. Let us see now what the trigger of the shift is, and we have Strength and Two of Cups. Now what I see here, Gemini, is that there is somebody very close to you who is going to help you trigger this shift. They're going to come in and have a heart-to-heart conversation with you. This could be your significant other, it could be a close friend, a family member, anybody who knows you really well and can see what's been going on. They're going to come in with really strong, wise advice. They're going to tell you how they see things, Gemini, and something that they say triggers something within you, and you're going to understand, right, I'm taking risks, but they are not calculated risks, and I'm putting myself on the line and could be making mistake after mistake. I have to stop, I have to pull back, and I have to make a change. Let's move on and see the direction of the new timeline, where you're heading and what it unlocks. And this is wonderful to see, Gemini, because what we do see is that you get it completely. You understand what you've been doing and you're going to address it. I do feel for many of you, this jumping in without thinking has caused a lot of disappointment and setback and really being hurt by things and relationships not working out. You know, Gemini, you could meet somebody and you think to yourself, wow, this is my person. And you go all in. You give them everything you've got, only to find out a few weeks down the line they are not the person you thought they were. And of course, disappointment after disappointment weighs you down. And with Nine of Wands, I do feel some of you might be quite exhausted by this ongoing pattern. But this is what you now leave behind in the old timeline as you move now into your new timeline. This is a lesson learned, you understand it, you see clearly now, and you are ready for the change. Now let us see what you must release to move fully into your new timeline. So we are looking at outdated beliefs, attachments, fears, or connections holding you to the old story. So what we are seeing here is the energy that needs to be released is the Five of Swords. This energy of I need to continuously make an effort, fight so hard for what I want, keep going, keep striving, keep the kettle boiling. If that doesn't work, back I go, try something else. This ongoing energy of I have to do it, I have to move, I have to try, I have to accomplish. This is what you need to release. Page of Pentacles is telling us it's time to do things in a different way. Time to realize, Gemini, that this fighting energy belongs to your old timeline. Now, with Page of Pentacles, it's time to do something different. Time to be calmer, to think things through, to really look at who's coming into your life. Do they fit? Is it the right person? Don't have this sense of, I've got to do it now. If not now, then when? Relax. Give new relationships and new ideas a chance to breathe and grow before you dive all in. Now let us see what the outcome of the shift is, and we have Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Gemini, this is wonderful because what becomes possible once you enter your upgraded timeline is that you are going to find the most perfect opportunity or possibility that comes your way. When you lose this urgency of I have to, it's now or never, and you give things time and space, it will not be long, my dear Geminis, before the perfect opportunity, relationship, or possibility comes your way. And we are being told that in your upgraded timeline, this pentacle moves you into Nine of Pentacles, which is all about prosperity and abundance that you are going to create for yourself. It's by you now doing things calmly, thinking things through, doing your research, planning every stage. You bring yourself into the position you have been striving for. Wonderful outcome, my dear Geminis. Let's go ahead now and see which spirit animal you should be working with over this time. And you have number 50, Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. Gemini, the number 50 is your lucky number over this time. Any combination or variation of the numbers 5 and 0, please consider very lucky. The rhino is your spirit animal. So wherever the rhino comes up for you, this too is a blessed sign. And your message is overcome any obstacle. And we see that you do indeed overcome your obstacles. You leave behind these energies that could have been really challenging for you in your old timeline. And as you move into your new upgraded timeline, things look completely different. Your focus is different. Your actions are different. And so your outcome is going to be exactly what you have been dreaming, praying, and wishing for. Gemini, this shift isn't random. It's aligned, intentional, and meant for you. Trust what's leaving, trust what's arriving, and trust your own timing, because it's about to speed up in a way you can feel. If this resonated, let me know which card spoke to you the most. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'm sending you all so much love and many blessings.